Yeah.
So dangerous.
Yeah, and meanwhile for us, yeah, most of the country is dealing with that Arctic blast, and again, that severe weather, and we are dealing with tranquil conditions, all due to an area of high pressure that's sitting off the coast and keeping things at bay. So that will be the pattern as we roll out a new week. I know a lot of people are headed back to work and school, so we're looking at really nice conditions to start off your new work week.
That's a nice shot.
It is a really gorgeous shot. This is a pretty view from Alpine. These clouds are actually giving an assist into warmer temperatures to get your Tuesday started. So if you spent any time outside yesterday morning, it was very cold. We saw a lot of 40s. Different case scenario this morning. We're looking at warmer conditions and better visibility. So despite a cloudy, somewhat overcast start, those clouds are high enough off the ground where they're not causing issues on our roads. All right, in comparison to 24 hours ago, we're seeing anywhere from a 5 to nearly 15-degree jump in temperature. So 15 degrees warmer in Oceanside. Miramar, you're waking up 11 degrees warmer than the same time yesterday, nearly 15 degrees warmer for Ramona as well as Borrego Springs. All right, here are the temperatures I was talking about. We saw a lot more 40s yesterday at the same time, and now we're seeing a lot more 50s. We're actually already close to 60 degrees in downtown San Diego. In La Jolla, good morning to you. You're also waking up nearly at 60 degrees as well. 30s and 40s in the mountain areas, and we're in the 50s and 60s for our desert region. So here's what's happening at 500 millibars aloft. We have an area of low pressure, but this area of high pressure is keeping the storm track to our north. That's the reason why we're not getting in on any of the action when it comes to rain or even mountain snow. We are going to continue to see areas of low pressure. The secondary one is actually going to shimmy to our east towards the end of the week, and this is actually going to increase offshore flow. So we'll have some winds tracking out of the east and north Friday and Saturday. That paired with an area of high pressure is the reason why we're looking at warming this weekend. So we're talking about 80s making a return Saturday and Sunday for the inland valleys. So here's a recap of what I just mentioned. Foggy conditions will continue all the way through the end of the week. Overall, it's going to be calm, tranquil, cooler than normal, but overall dry and sunny. And then this weekend, we're looking at a mini warming pattern with highs soaring near 80 for the inland valleys and 70s for the coast. If you're wondering, are we going to see any rain over the next 7 days? The answer is no. However, I did look at the long-range futurecast, and we could have some rain, but it won't happen until the beginning of March. Of course, that can change, but as of last check, that's what the models are showing. Coastal areas will be in the low 60s. Today will be the coolest day of the week, and then temperatures will gradually start to go up from here with the warmest days this weekend. So we'll be in the 60s for most of the week, and then we're in the 70s along the coast, 70s and sunshine. We can't complain. That will pretty much be blanketing the coastal and beach regions this weekend. The inland valleys today will be the last day. A lot of us are in the 60s, and then tomorrow most of us are in the 70s, and we stay in that pattern all the way through about Saturday, and then we're rising to the low 80s by Sunday. Sunday and Monday are looking like some of the warmest days on tap this weekend. Mountain areas will be in the mid to upper 50s. We're still dealing with breezy conditions, so some of the strongest winds targeted the foothills and canyons last night, and then those winds will start to weaken later on this afternoon. We'll be in the mid to upper 50s later on today, and then we'll climb into the 60s tomorrow. So everyone gets their fair share of warming, especially the desert areas. A few days of the 70s, and then we're back in the 80s, Borrego Springs and Ocotillo Wells this weekend.